Good evening. This side Rahul Magan here is a Group Chief Executive Officer, Treasury Consulting, and also a venture capitalist. As we speak, Treasury Consulting is a multinational headquartered group based out India, Singapore, and Hong Kong. More importantly, we are 100% cash rich group, which means we are 100% profitable. So unlike Ola, Uber, Swiggy, Zomato, Lenskart, Paytm, BharatPay, Delivery, Oyo, Nikea, Cartrade, and all these great institutions, we never claim to be a unicorn. But yes, we are 100% cash rich group, and all entities of Treasury Consulting are profitable. As we speak, Treasury Consulting is 100%, I repeat, 100% proprietary hedge fund, which means no third party can invest capital in our hedge fund. So whatever positions which we are taking per se, this is backed up by our own capital. No third party can invest capital. As you understand that we already started our investment banking desk. Slowly and steadily, we are uploading videos on our investment banking desk. And when we upload videos on our investment banking desk, we are very clear that like our other videos, we would be covering the topics which no one dare to cover. And today also, we are going to be covering a very important topic in the world of syndication. Now, I have already explained syndication in my earlier video. You can refer my earlier video about the syndication. Today, I would be covering yet another topic in syndication, which is known as bidding. I repeat, which is known as bidding. Now, I would like to create a simplistic but the live example we have as we speak. Today, Amazon came up with a bond program of near about 13 billion US dollars. I repeat, Amazon came up with a bond borrowing program of near about 13 billion US dollar. So let's assume Amazon hired 5 banks for that. Say 3 simplistically. Number 1 is the Goldman Sachs, number 1 investment banker of the globe as we speak. Number 2 is Morgan Stanley, and number 3 is the Citi. I repeat, Amazon, the number 1 e-commerce player of the globe, is coming up with a bond buying program of near about 13 billion US dollars. And assuming they hired 3 top investment bankers, which includes Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, and Citibank. Now, there are 4 periods which they need to pass through. They are pre-mandate period, post-mandate period, closing the syndication, and post-closing matters. Number 1, pre-mandate period, post-mandate period, closing the syndication, and post-closing matters. So Goldman, Morgan, and Citi, they are not going to be lending to Amazon from their pocket. Not at all. They are not going to be lending Amazon. They would be helping Amazon to have 13 billion worth of bond buying program. Now, in this regard, they need to bid. And when I say bidding, I'm talking about post mandate period. I repeat, I'm talking about post mandate period. Now, which means that they are finalized. Of course, as and when Amazon did came up with this huge requirement, there must be other players with due respect who came and maybe they have put their pricing on the table. Amazon liked it or not like it. In this industry, relationship matters. So just hypothetically, I repeat, hypothetically assume Amazon shortlisted three, which includes your Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, and Citibank. Now they are having an onerous job. I repeat, they are having an onerous job on their head, which is to arrange 13 billion US dollars, which by the way is not a simplistic amount. So they would be doing the bidding, and bidding in investment banking is of two types. Number one, either it is an open bidding, or in fact three types. I'm incorrect. Number one, open bidding. Number two, bilateral bidding. Number three, closed netting bidding. Now what the hell is that? That's a very simplistic but difficult. Now what is open bidding? Open bidding means now this news is in public, because we are creating a hypothetical example on the live news. Now everyone on the Bloomberg, Reuters, financial market knew that Amazon is raising $13 billion in the form of bonds. So what is open bidding? All the interdealer brokers. I have already made video on the interdealer, but let me repeat. Interdealer is a broker which is known as IDB, interdealer broker. Interdealer is a broker who is between the bank and the client. So there are many clients of the world. With due respect, no country is an exception. There are many clients in the world who cannot directly contact with Goldman. Goldman is a big bank, so not everyone can contact with Goldman. They need someone who act on their behalf. So here you have interdealer broker. The world is never short of interdealer brokers. We have many interdealer brokers. So since this news of near about 13 billion worth of bond buying program is public, open bidding means everyone who knew Goldman would have start calling. Hey, I can invest 100 million in the bond. Hey, I can invest 40 million. Hey, I can invest 50 million. Hey, I can invest 500 million provided I get this much rate. What Goldman would be doing? The book building. Simple. Now Goldman would be doing the book building. Okay, I have 10 million bids, I have 50 million bids, I have 100 million bids, I have 1 billion bids, I have this bid. So his job is to do the book building. And that is open. But there is a problem. In open bidding, suppose the interdealer broker is ICAP. Hypothetically, ICAP customer would be contacting everyone. He would be contacting Goldman Sachs. He would be contacting Morgan Stanley. He would be contacting Citibank. And he would be going with the person who would be giving him the best rate. So if Goldman would give the best rate, they would go with Goldman. If Morgan will give the best rate, he will go with Morgan. So things like that. This is called open bidding. Open bidding having their own pros and cons. But unfortunately, open bidding in the world of finance having many negatives than positive. Because the chances of failure when the transaction is huge, just like I'm talking about Amazon, who is raising around 13 billion worth of bonds, the chances of failure is very high in the open bidding, because the replicates, I will not deliberate more into this, the replicates got created, there are chances of leaking, there are chances of probable double counting in the book building and all. Now, to resolve these problems, the investment banking world having another solution, which is called bilateral bidding. Now, bilateral bidding means Goldman will come to the most trusted interdealer broker. The world have many interdealer brokers. Like I said, I'm not repeating. The world have many interdealer brokers, but Goldman Sachs would be contacting to an interdealer broker who is only and only faithful to Goldman Sachs in the interbank market. He is not faithful to Morgan Stanley. He is not faithful to JP Morgan. He is not faithful to UBS. He is not faithful to Citi. He is not faithful to Deutsche, Barclays, Standard Chartered, and all. He is thoroughly faithful to the Goldman Sachs. And he will say to Goldman that my customers, I have 200 customers, but the 200 customers will not cater to you. Only 20 I have shortlisted who would be catering. Tick, 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 this 20. And they are going to be bidding 40 million each. I repeat, they would be bidding 40 million each provided they will get this pricing. But if you do not accept the pricing, I assure you they will not bid to other party like Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, probably Citi, or any other bank. Having said that, this is known as bilateral bidding, which means Goldman is contacting the most trusted interdealer broker, and that interdealer broker is only and only faithful to the Goldman Sachs. Now, when I say Goldman, that doesn't mean Morgan Stanley is not in the picture. Morgan Stanley having their own faithful dealers, Citi having their own faithful dealers, JP Morgan Chase having their own faithful dealers. One is known as closed netting, and closed, you would say closed netting or closed bidding. Generally, it is closed netting. Now, here Goldman would be contacting their top customer, and they will say, hey guys, as you knew that Amazon is coming up with $13 billion of bonds. We are the #1 investment banker of the world. We got this chance to honor Amazon. I would like to pitch 400 million to you. It means that we are comfortable if you would be bidding for 400 million at a price of, say, 2.3% in fixed terms, probably SOFR plus 50 bips on the floating term. Closed bidding means no one in the world is aware that to whom Goldman is calling until and otherwise the bond building process is done. When the bond building process is thoroughly done, then the whole world will get to know this person bidded for it. I repeat, this person bidded for it. So when we speak about syndication, I repeat, when we speak about syndication, we really need to learn that there are 3 forms of bidding, and that is always post-mandate period. The post-mandate period means it is the period after once the contracts, the agreement with the investment banker, everything has been done. Number 1 is the open bidding, number 2 is the bilateral bidding, and number 3 is the closed net bidding. Again repeat, Treasury Consulting Group is now in the world of investment banking. And today, not a single bank, including the central bank of the globe, dare to challenge Treasury Consulting. More interesting videos on the cards. This is Rahul Magan from Treasury Consulting Group. You knew my personal number, +91 9899 242 978. +91 9899 242 978. Have a great time ahead.